This is an overview for PEMF Tesla machine, custom built for Rod Reynolds. Alright, so machine works off of 120 volt AC, this specific model one, prototype. Later on I will make it so that it can work on both. Machine features two plug-in coils. These are the two coils that are currently connected, and these two are spare coils. I'd like to talk about coil first. So as you can see right here, it's a little bit on an angle. One side is slightly wider here than the other side. So the wider side is the north side and the narrow side is the south side. There's a 1-inch hole all the way through. Coil itself weighs probably around 6-8 pounds all together in a plastic. Made out of two parts. This part is slightly rubberish, allows the coil to expand anytime it gets hot. This white plastic here is pretty hard. It's used for a handle so it wouldn't bend. Alright, so that's the coil. Let me talk about plugs. Anytime you unplug it, push on the faceplate so that you don't rip off the faceplate. So this is a detachable plug, and this is the sensor, thermal sensor that's installed over here right by the coil, and it picks up the temperature. Anytime coil gets hot around 80 Celsius, it will send a signal over here. And if you're connected to the alarm box, there is two connections up front here. This alarm box will start beeping, will let you know the coil is overheating. The alarm box consists of power supply and two connections on the top, as well as on-off switches for each channel, channel A and B. Alright, let's talk about unit. So up front here we have voltmeter for coil voltage. This tells you the coil voltage in a capacitor bank A for the master coil. Anytime you use one coil, please use only coil A. There is a message here: do not use coil B by itself, because coil A is connected to the voltmeter, and if you use a coil B, you won't be able to see the voltage. So coil A, anytime you use one coil. Whenever you use two coils, you're fine. You can use two coils or one coil at a time. So voltmeter for your capacitor bank, it tells you anytime you switch here coil voltage, you will see this arrow raising up and showing you charge in the capacitor bank. Anytime you're done using it, you should switch the coil voltage down to 0 and leave it at 0. Digital power meter built in allows you to see a few things. First one is input voltage, which is, let's see, you can see 120 volt AC. Second parameter is current. This is current consumption for your whole device. Third one is a power consumption, so it's a current multiplied by voltage and it gives you the power consumption. And fourth one is your total power energy consumed over time. You also have a reset button here. You push it for 5 seconds and it will reset your counter here. Down below here is a frequency generator. Please read all these messages here. There are warnings. Maximum duty for the frequency generator is 30%. Maximum frequency is 600 Hertz. Please do not exceed 600 Hertz whenever you trying to go to the highest frequency. You can actually go to 700-800 Hertz, but I would not recommend it to go more than 600 Hertz. This frequency generator doesn't have a limit. You can go 1000, you can go 150,000, but there is built-in filter, digital filter for the signal. There's two filters built in, one for this frequency generator and another one for a line input, which is on the back. Anytime you send a signal through the back line input, and if it's over 600 Hertz, the filter will limit the frequency and it will not output anything, basically saving the electronics inside. So to the left, as I already mentioned, this is a coil voltage switch. This is one of the main switches here in this machine. With this is like your power output. The lower the voltage, the weaker the signal. The higher the voltage on the coil, the higher the signal, the higher the output from the coils. Right below it is the power on-off switch. This is the main power. Whenever you turn this on, the whole machine turns on. Whenever you turn this off, everything turns off. To the right here is 4-position select switch. First position is for frequency generator. Whenever you go to the top, you're activating this frequency generator, you're reading off of that. The second position is for built-in 432 Hertz frequency generator. Third position is for 528 Hertz built-in frequency generator. Anytime you're on any of these positions, you can adjust the duty for those frequencies right here. This is the duty between 1 to 20%. Also, the last position is line input. Let me show you on the back of the unit. Right here, this yellow connector is your line input, RCA line input. All right, moving down, we have power on off for the duty and frequency meter. So if we turning the unit on, then turning the power on, off, we can turn off the duty or frequency meter. Right now it's on the frequency, and I can switch to the duty by pushing this button. Okay, below here is 2 ports for your coils. These are master to the left, coil A, slave to the right, coil B. The way you connect and disconnect, you grab on a plug, you push against the faceplate and you pull it, and that's how it will disconnect. The way you connect it, you connect to here and you push it like that. And here's another one. That's how they connect. Also, once you connect them, if you want alarm, you would want to connect your alarm box. One connects to here like that, and another one connects to here like that. And then you would connect your power supply for alarm box, and also you would switch the switches. All right, hopefully this was short but in detail overview. I'm gonna make a next video for how to use the device, and one more video showing the power output from the coils.